Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading with me, Melissa Joy. We're taking a peek at the energies going on around you, and if you can see down here, that is some amazing stuff. It's showing me that, of course, look over here. Got happiness. Look at that little bird is going to sing. You aren't caged anymore, Scorpio. And then we have the wind chimes singing out your peace and harmony, right? The bells are ringing because you're letting me know you have been on a tremendous journey. This journey through the self, through the soul. There's still a little bit of area here that you're showing me that you have some censorship on, a little bit of a muffler, a little bit of a silencer put out. So the fact that it's there, we're going to explore why, to see what it is about this last moon that we just went through. The big head moon is what, who was it, Libra was talking about. But they hijacked it, and that's how these cards came in, to talk about your fabulousness. Because if you know, long ago, Libra was known as the claws of the scorpion. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. It's about opening up to your flow, your essence. You're coming on through this cosmic energy, which has to do with beauty divine, which makes you shine and attractive. It calls people unto you. Now, I know quite a few Scorpios, people are drawn to them. My father is a Scorpio, and he was born in the 40s. And back in those days, people would travel from 3 counties over to watch him play baseball, okay? It's a trip. She's like all laughing, like, yeah, I know all about that. Coming out the closet. That's giving me a little bit of a peek of, like, you know, hi, I'm here, but then retreating back in. That seems to be a little bit of what's going on here. A little bit of the retreat. But the beauty is in the father zone, the back, the spine, we have the flow coming down. But it seems like there could be a little more centering to get it to flow inside of you. That's where it's going to have the greatest impact. No longer just the zzz and the sizzle that everybody else gets to experience from being around a Scorpio, but what you yourself get to experience as the benefit of being a Scorpio. Now, mind you, regardless of why you're showing up here, we are the whole zodiac. So that has to do with the Scorpio in you, okay? Now look at this. This is where you start to take a step out. Okay, that's making its way over here. So we're going to find out a bit about that. And then we'll take a look at this in a bit, where you begin to step out front and center. This is Leo in Scorpio is what you're showing me here. Finding the power to shine divine, the confidence and the security. You're like, of course, no. True security, the one where you're not being played into other people's attraction of you anymore, because that overwrites your mind. You know how Scorpio is so psychic that you could think those are your dreams and desires, and they're getting hijacked because of how everybody else gets about you, right? Call it the Bieber effect, right? So he shot up to stardom so quickly that it like sucked and drained him dry, because everybody was so fanatic about him, okay? Because they were what was on the inside, and it pushed his essence to the outside. So we have a little bit of relocating of your essence, your 5 of Wands, getting some reorganization to make room for it to penetrate and come back inside of you, okay? So let's get to it. Oh, you want to be double delta diamond. So that means we are going to start here. Who is at the bottom? Strength. There's that Leo coming in again. Okay, that's beautiful. Strength and courage to step out into the world again. Step out as the true you, the bird that sings your song, your true song. And when you do, others like you gonna find you. And if you think you'll find quietly to yourself on the inside, then you're going to find other people who do as well. And then it can be safe to be who you are through and through, inside and out. All right. What do we have going on here? Rewind if you didn't see it. Okay. So I'm going to put this under this diamond so we can take an inspection to get, to get this flowing again. Let's get the connection. If you want to see. Where's my camera? You see, that's what we're doing. We're aligning your chakra right now to meet and to greet. Some of you getting ready to glow up. Do your meet and greet. Find your peeps. All right, so we're going to get into the Black Tarot to see what's going on right here. Right at the bottom, we have the 8 of Swords. It says, free your mind and the rest will follow. Then the Queen of Spheres. So much negativity on your mind. It's really odd. It's like so much mental sphere and mental space that you're ignoring your roots, and roots equal fruits, my friend. Okay, that's a bit of the silencing and the muffling here, because it's not as fun, it's not as sparkly, it's not as divine, because it's so easy to tap in and get the information on everybody else. But when it comes to you, you say, mind your business. Well, you are here, friend. So we have the Ten of Swords. Feeling the weight and the pressure of that coming down on you. It's talking about the chevron. I want to find out a little bit about the chevron, the rainmaker. Tell us about the chevron, the spiral. Going from the Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, that snag of the money on your mind, got money on your mind, and that was the confuggery going on here. But your essence is more than just external affluence. You are an influencer. Everywhere you go, there you are. Who you are goes with you and travels with you. Think of it like perfume. It's on you and you get to enjoy it, but it floats and it moves out into the environment around you, and so does everyone else. That's what it's talking about here, is you are essential. You are essential. It all comes back to you. You don't have to be concerned or consumed with yourself. It's not talking about that. It's talking about the natural flow, the natural funnel, the culvert brings it back to its own return, to its natural home. The medicine wheel. Well, that's pointing at the magician, and the magician, that magic power of feeling all sunny and bright. You're like, how do we feel that way again, Joy? I'm saying that devil, y'all, you got to see the devil up in this one. I'm a Capricorn sun. Take a look at that. So the devil has to do with fears of the past being snagged and hogged up, is what you're saying. Did you get hogtied? I know I did. A neighbor did it to me when I was 7 years old. Makes no sense. Grown man. So you're talking about certain things in your life that don't make sense. What do you do about that? You're like, what do I do with this magic power? That's why I've kept it aside. I've kept it put away, because it seems to be saved for what? A rainy day. Well, why are you saving yourself for a rainy day? It seems like you're almost putting yourself in a position of a disadvantage, that things have to be hard or challenging or provoking in order for your beauty and your delight to come on out. There is nothing wrong with you shining just the way you are, because the Queen of Wands is coming in with that big old sunflower up here. If you check down below, we all came with a belly button. Everyone is here. Everyone is afforded this opportunity. So you shining and coming forward and feeling glorious and looking glorious and being celebrated for who you are, not just how you are. That, okay, now we put up the 2 fingers. Okay, so it's making peace with how this works is what you're wanting to find out. This very Hierophant energy. So let's get a little bit on that. Who do we want to use here? Okay, we're going to get in on the runes. We have some healer stones sitting here on top of that. So clearing out those old systems of belief based on experiences and past experiences, because that is some of the snag. There was one more in the waiting. Let's see who is in the waiting here. Common occurrence, everyday life. They say, get ready to be fabulous. Oh, y'all, see these points coming together? When 2 points meet, they kiss. That's what I set up down here. See, you see that triangle in the center going on there? I had already turned this for the points to meet and to align and divine. So we're right upon it. Common occurrence every day. So that could be with, how do you not get bored with that? How do you bring it every day? But you're getting back into the how. The thing that caught my ear a few minutes ago is the who. This is who you are, friend. There's nothing you have to do, nothing you need to do. This is who you are. And that was the silencing going on here, is not listening to who you are, listening to your own inner voice. That's something you're going to process more when you're alone. So alone time could be profitable for you. I could say important, profitable, necessary, but it profits for you. And remember how here we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Pentacles were showing up in here as well as the thing fug-mugging on your mind. Showing up and being yourself. And that's that wild woman coming on in, and you're like, well, I feel like I stand out a bit much. Is there a problem with that? You're precisely who you are. This has to do with your ancestral line. So accept it, embrace it. When we resist and we dam that flow, it impacts everyone who comes down after us. It taints the legacy. All right. So sometimes I know I find for myself that if I think of others and the impact of where all it could go, then I get the courage and the bravery. Remember the strength card that was showing up over here? I get the bravery to do the necessary now. And all the necessary is not how, it's who. Who? That's the important question here. So in comes the standstill, feeling powerless, gestation, sacrifice, heavy on the eye. Plans on hold, release, deep renewal, and submit. But what's amazing is see how it's like a 1 or an I? It's coming in with the 0, the unknowable. Now, actually, this is the unknown. It is knowable. When is it knowable? When you're ready. It's interesting, Scorpio. I didn't know it was you who entered my meditation this morning, my private meditation. And they were talking about when we truly are ready, we begin to see, we begin to know, we begin to hear, feel, taste, touch, and smell. This is our receptive system. It's the thing that brings it in and processes it into our physical realm. And so when we're ready to see it, it'll be plain as the nose on our face, and we'll have those aha moments, the epiphanies. So the unknowable, everlasting, eternal, symbolic death, contrast, fears, and potential possibilities. Now remember over here, you were talking about the everyday occurrence, living your everyday life in sync with who you are. And then the environment that you're in is yours as well. So we are the world. You are the world. You become the universe. You become the universe, especially when you graduate from Life University. No more tests, trials, tribulations, okay? I heard a little Elmer Fudd in there. Maybe you need a little laughter too. I heard tests, trials, and tribulations. Lighten up, friend. If you can't laugh at yourself, laugh at me. It's all right. She's like, I'm all good with it. Because I know who I am, friend. And if it can help you vent off some of this that you've been dealing with, look at that. Gross. That expectancy of being bitten, of being taken advantage of in love and connection and relationship, even from yourself. All right, that bit of reluctance and resistance, remorse, that hangover, love hangover. That's what the magician's like. But I'm pointing, I want to bypass all that and let's get up into this. It's sitting there like that. It's saying, do we have to go there or can we just go on up into this? No, that's you. The magician is the one who has it all together, who doesn't need all the lessons to prove it, who doesn't have to go through the full, it's 22, but when he's there, the 2 are to go. Through the rest of the 20, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of tests. And it gets your mind all confused, thinking it takes you further and further into feeling like you're not enough or that you're wrong. And those things begin to mess with your mind and mess with your soul. And now she's laughing. Mess with your spirit. Scorpio, you're the deep pink. You're like fuchsia energy. I know everybody loves to paint you up as black and red. That's all fine here on the outside, but on the inside, look at your delight. This is healthy tissue. All of us, that's when you have the iron, you have the strength in your tissues to help carry you through. And it seems very effortless and easy here. Let all the good things come to you because of who you are. They're your things. Okay, these situations, these opportunities, these thoughts, these ideas, this appreciation that you have for yourself. Maybe take a little you time. Okay. And I'm not talking about like out where you're being served, because you do still pick up on other people's energy. I mean, your body by yourself, maybe in the tub. Okay. Things like that give you a little bit of privacy, a little privacy, so that you're privy to your own self and you begin to hear and feel and recognize yourself. All right, Scorpio, take a little time for you, friend. Hey, if you liked this, like, share, and subscribe down below. It is free as always. You could also leave your comments and compliments. I love to hear what you're thinking about, what you're talking about, and maybe some of what you picked up right here. Okay? Stop back by real soon. I love you. Bye.